Okay, we are in Oregon, but I gotta fix the swag problem. There we go. That ought to work. Boy, it's beautiful out here. I love the West.
Did you not grab coffee?
No. Oh, no. Evan. We have our first dilemma.
You didn't get coffee? I thought you were getting coffee. Plate. You said you were going to Starbucks.
I got
well, we did, but that's long gone. Hey, get clocked in, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got that.
Timesheet. So then you just hit your plus button for new, and what's the job name, or who is it? That one. And then just yourself, really. And then select your work area, which I think you only have two. Yeah, and then clock in, and then that's it. And today, at the end, you can clock out. Clock out. Evan is synced up, man.
Synced up, man. I'm turning to the new, right? This is like the new generation thing.
Yeah.
Computer and technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm an old dog. Like I might, you know, I'm a little young, but I'm old and done stuff, everything old school. Handwritten notes. It's worked out for me, but now I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I might lose some sleep over it with seeing those numbers, but I'm gonna enjoy it for sure.
And so there you go. Yeah. If an old dog is doing that, then
you can teach an old dog new tricks.
All right, let's do this. You're gonna run the machine?
Yep.
Right.
These two artists, and Nick's gonna be I'm the apprentice. Ditch He's our ditch witch master right here. No, we're gonna have fun. These guys are gonna build a really cool water feature. I'm excited to actually not have to build a water feature, honestly.
Oh. What's the story of this job? How'd you get it?
So, story of this job is they followed me on Instagram. Actually, we did a time lapse of a small water feature, about 12 feet long, 3 feet wide, with 2 falls. And she's like, I need that in my backyard. And I showed up to this job site. And I was like, hey, we're gonna need a bigger water feature. They had a budget in mind, and we ended up selling them on this, and it's gonna be an awesome feature. And at the same time, they're gonna have weddings right where you're standing. So the center fall, where we want that nice sheer drop, this is where they're gonna be holding hands, and literally that picture is gonna be going right through that. So key is not only building a water feature, but a water feature that's getting viewed at every direction.
Photo ops.
Photo ops. So yeah. when you're pulling down, if you noticed, we turned this last fall towards this. Yeah. So when you're pulling down here, you see this last turn.
Yeah.
You're not just getting the view from here, you're getting it from everywhere, but it's a fire retention pond. So this pond, they actually 3 years ago, if you see all these stumps, all this got burnt all the way up to their house 3 years ago. They were lucky enough to keep their brand new home. And this is a fire retention pond. They wanted to make it just to look a little bit more fancy and have some flow. We're not doing a full bog filtration system. We're just doing recycling. They don't care about how clean the water is, but we're just pretty much taking 2 12,000 gallon per hour pumps, and we're gonna be running them through this water feature and going back into the waterfall, giving it some nice noise, and at the same time, the wedding venue is gonna make beautiful pictures.
See, and that's really important. Like when you set out to build a water feature, it's like, okay, where's the viewing areas?
Exactly.
How much flow do you have?
Yep.
How big is the surrounding space? Because like putting your little $12,000 little 12-foot little water feature in this would be a joke.
It'd be a joke. The boulders that we're using are basalt boulders. We got some nice column rock. We're gonna try to do our Pride signature rock, where we try to have water that holds little water. One of our little bull rocks we like to do.
Oh.
Like right here, this rock holds water.
Gotcha.
We'd like to try to incorporate that somewhere. It's one of our signature things we do in everyone. But we're pretty excited. We got a good collaboration today.
Woo!
Now let's get to work. Blue sky!
Hey, was this whole signing up for SynkedUP thing a ploy to get me out here to do the water feature?
Definitely.
Okay, so we have a big site here, so we'll be able to split up into like 2 teams, and we're gonna this is kind of like the first major waterfall, and we'll have a team going up that way. This will be a lazy, slow moving stream bed, but what we have to do first is, this is kind of like a pond, like a soup bowl shaped pond. It's not an aquascape style pond, but we gotta dig this out, flip that liner forward so we can cut a shelf in there, so we have a level shelf underneath water level to set our first frame rock onto. So over here where the overflow is, we're gonna get a laser level out, get a reading on that, come over here and go about 2-3 inches below that reading to dig a shelf in, set our first frame rock in for our first waterfall to spill into the pond, and then it'll be lazy, we'll be excavating this lazy, slow moving riverbed all the way back to there, and all the waterfall action will be happening up where Luke is. Hey Evan.
Yeah.
I fixed the swag problems, that good?
Oh, you know, I like Andy too though. You could do like a double. Look at that, dude.
We got three. We got Fry. We got Andy,
dude.
and we got the old the old faithful.
I need to tag Tussy next time.
Okay, so that sun is bright. But what we're doing is we're kind of setting the stage for what we're doing with the waterfall. The first waterfall going into the pond. We're establishing water level of the pond with the overflow over there. Then we kind of are flipping this liner forward from the pond liner with this fire retention pond forward so we can cut a shelf in there where my white paint is, cut it vertical and then level. So we have a level bench for our first frame rock to sit into. I want the bottom of those frame rocks to be under the water level so it doesn't look like with a beautiful water feature and then it just kind of like runs downhill over this sloping gravel face it's going to be here. That would look terrible. It wouldn't look natural at all. So to get around that, flipping this forward, cutting it down, getting a bench in here that's under water level, then flip this back again and put our frame rock in there, and that will let us get what looks like a stream just flowing into the pond without any kind of fake man-made looking stuff. So that's it. We're going to be cutting that right there, probably go down about 6-8 inches here and leave a bench there for a liner overlap, and then this will be a deep pool going the whole way back. Okay, so we have our laser set up here. They kind of help us dictate where or show us where the water level is, and then we cut a bench in right here so that we have a levels place for our boulder to set on. Once we're done digging here, we're going to flip that streamliner forward, get an overlap right here, get our 2 frame rock in here and our spillway rock for this bottom waterfall with our overlap, and then be a lazy, deep, slow moving stream bed all the way up to that first waterfall behind his boom there. So yeah. It's good to be back on the job site in Oregon, mind you. Beautiful mountains out here. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun is out, it is warm. We took out some of the boulders that were in here, removed the liner so we can really cut in the excavation and the shelves that we need to make this look how we want it in the end. Your excavation, as Luke said, is the foundation,
yes sir,
of your build. You screw that up, your life is miserable for the rest of the build. So we're taking our time, making sure this is right, which is going to save us a ton of time once we start slinging boulders in here. We just finished up some of Pride's road mix.
They're gonna be taking pictures right here. Dun, 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 dun. This is like literally, this is where the bride and groom, when they after they get married, they're gonna be taking pictures right here. We are creating memories for everyone here.
Spaces for memories.
Wise one.
Like I said, have no fear. Weston's here.
Have no fear. Weston is here. Weston, your goal is to get up to that fall today, the 1, 2, 3.
Yep, that one right there.
That one right there. And then tomorrow morning, hopefully my crew's here, gonna help us start finishing hooking up all the pumps.
So we're going to come right across here. This is suspended about 1 inch above water level, and it's going to meet into a gravel pathway over here. And we got the stream. What do you think, Luke?
I think it's a good day, Tater.
We got a lot done.
We did. I love how that bridge and that flagstone turned out. That's
really sick.
That turned out pretty sweet. I do like that.
All right, I just screwed up. I forgot to foam this. Like, we got this big gravel pit here, and normally I would have foamed this rock, foamed up the back side, but I put all this in and closed it all off, so we're just gonna foam it front here. Luke's gonna fix my screw up.
Rookies, I'm telling you.
All right, so trying to get our kind of a real deep recessed back in falls here, nice and tall, deep pool back there. And the rock he's strapping up right now, I want to get in front of this thing, catch some of the water and kick it to the side. The concept still needs proven. So that's it. We got to our goal. We got this waterfalls pieced in. I'm done. It's too dark to see, even though we got lights. And I'm tired. Slept 4 hours last night. I'm gonna sleep 8 tonight. So let's get cleaned up, and we'll see what Evans thinks before we hit the road, and we'll be back here in the morning. After working all day, you sit in the truck for an hour, then you get out, and that's when you feel it.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm like beat right now.
So what was the choice of the night here? Backyard burger?
Backyard burger.
What just happened, Luke?
My life changed. According to Nick. And it did.
So what did we do?
We had a crash course on templates, and
so
mind is blown.
you were building each job individually, searching for bringing each item in.
Oh yeah.
Manually calculating the quantity. So how long did it take you to do? I don't know, like how long would this have taken you? Let's just say this little 200 square foot patio.
Probably 10-15 minutes.
Not bad.
Build it all out, typing it all out, all that kind of stuff. But shoot,
Okay,
this
so
is going to be 2 minutes.
And you don't have to think about how to make it sound pretty in the description.
Drag and drop, baby.
Good morning from the mountains of Oregon here. It's a beautiful day again for the second day in a row, which is amazing because we got out here, day one was raining. We were working on SynkedUP. 2 days of beautiful weather, and tomorrow's supposed to rain again. So we're gonna knock this thing out and get it running. My goal is by lunch. Put this waterfall together late last night as it was getting dark. We just got one more the biggest falls of the whole thing to build up here. But we got some big rocks, so it should go together pretty quick. All this is rocked in, ready to go. Basically it's ready for lights and gravel and some edge work. We still got to do some edge work down here in the corner where this stream runs into the pond, and we got a really cool flagstone walkway going across here. I'll show this to you. Just invite you to kind of cross and walk over the stream. It's gonna be really, really nice. That is how far we got yesterday. We did all this work. Well, we got here and there was some lining and stuff in. We pulled it out and kind of re-carved out the stream bed, re-excavated a little bit, got it all in. We weren't really swinging boards until 10:30, and so from about 10:30 on, we got this far. So I'm thinking by lunch we'll be having that stream running. So Evan thinks it's gonna be 2 o'clock, but my bet's lunch. So when it's cold,
out really well.
you need to warm up your foam, but it's a fine line between an explosion and making your life easier.
Hey, you know, gotta keep them guessing.
First boulder of the day. Gonna go right in there. Got some foaming going on here. Grab some of this moss. So now that we got that boulder in, I can finish foaming this off. I had this all foamed up, right, for this rock. Now I gotta do all this and get it up higher than the water level on the side. That's what you gotta do. And once that's hard, we'll just throw some gravel in there. Just top some moss up here at the top where it'll probably be visible. And off we go, keep on rolling. Hey, Luke is coming back with some stumps. Let's see what he has. Looks like that stump was still partially alive.
There ain't much over there. That's the best I can find.
Well, I don't think we have to go the whole way. Like if we just cut it off like down here, we should be fine.
Yeah, kind of cut it at an angle.
Yeah.
So it'll sit flat. Get that point off, we'll be all right.
It'll help. Alrighty, we're setting the biggest rock of the whole job. Straight down.
Right there? I might not be able to re-lift it up.
It's all right, we'll figure it out. We have basically the last big boulder set here. 2 spillways up here. This is the last waterfall. I love how it's coming together. Like it's gonna crash down into that gorge. Big, tall drop from there. But we're ready to hook up plumbing to those spillways so that I can foam all this. Then we can take lunch while it's drying, and we'll be able to plug her in. Hey, we're testing the priming on the pumps. Whoa, that's a lot of water. Yes! Yes! That falls is awesome. Dude, this is crazy. It's like everything I ever hoped it would be. Dude, look how it's boiling there. Look at that. I love that boil down there at the bottom. All right, it is at the end of the day here. 3:55, not bad. We plugged it in once to kind of check our foam stuff and had a couple things we needed to foam up some more. We have a good bit more flow here than I was anticipating. I never used those pumps before, and he was telling me all their big pumps, they're able to push 14,000, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, with all that head, and there's some 2-inch plumbing in that. I was like, I doubted it, but he was right, I was wrong. So we got like 25,000 gallons worth of water pushing through this stream, and it is epic. And we're just getting ready to plug it in for after we've done all our detail work, all the edge work. Let's check it out, guys. So Nick is up there just finessing the last boulder or two in the landscape around it. And what do you think?
I think it's amazing. More than I could have expected. It's amazing.
Can you imagine seeing it here in about 2 minutes?
I can't wait. That's why I came down. I wanted to see the water turn on.
Are you ready? So I think Weston told me my pumps weren't big enough.
What do you think, man?
Dude, I'm seriously blessed to have this Instagram family, and honestly, it's awesome to do.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Beyond my wildest expectations. Just amazing.
What's your favorite part?
All of it. Too many good parts. The logs, the ferns, the lights, all the white water, all of it. It's amazing.
Well, thanks for the opportunity of working at your house.
Yeah, amazing.
This was awesome. This turned out just way better than expecting.
I knew it was gonna be awesome,
Yeah.
but like when we plugged it in, it was like, oh, I was afraid to hope that it would be that cool, you know?
It was way cool.
Yeah.
The amount of flow, I gotta give it to Evan. He was right.
That's right,
He was right. We doubted him and he was right. Yeah.
Out of watching this whole thing go together, what was the biggest surprise, or I didn't really expect that, or?
The biggest thing was how much of a dig out you had to do for this size of a stream, and then just how fast it goes together, really. I would have thought this would have taken 3-4 days easy, and we're at the end of day 2 and it's done.
Well, and it would have taken 3-4 days if we would have done all the staging and had to do all the cleanup. Yeah, even that is 4 days.
Yeah. But in my mind, just the build, like what we did, I'm like, man, it's gonna take 4 days to do this.
Yeah.
And it did. It took 2. So it looks amazing.